In the English language, the words belief and faith have slightly different meanings. If I say, I believe in you, it means I think you're telling the truth. If I say I have faith in you, it means I trust you. It's something more personal. To have faith in someone is quite a big thing. It's almost like a commitment. It's saying, I think that you are trustworthy and I want to be faithful to you. Sometimes we need to move from belief to faith, from the head to the heart, from a vague opinion to an actual commitment. You see this in the first Christians. It took them a long time to work out what they really believed about Jesus. Who on earth is this man? There's a lovely moment when Jesus seems to be losing patience with their endless discussions. They can't decide whether he's John or Elijah or Jeremiah or one of the prophets. So Jesus says to them, I'm paraphrasing slightly, he says, for goodness sake, what on earth do you actually believe? Who do you think that I am? And at last, Peter has the courage to say, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. It's a statement of belief. And for Christians in every age, their statements of belief have been absolutely central. And they've expressed their beliefs in the prayers and the teachings of the Christian tradition. But for the disciples, belief turns into faith. Faith is about a relationship, a commitment. You have to actually do something. When Peter is sinking beneath the waves on the Lake of Galilee, he has to reach out his hand and take the hand of Jesus. When Matthew hears the call of Jesus, he has to stand up, walk out the door, and leave the tax office where he is working. When the people of Jerusalem are moved by the preaching of Peter, they have to repent and be baptized. This is faith. In the Gospels, there are some things that Jesus can only do if people are willing to put their trust in him. He heals a blind man outside Jericho, and then he says to him, your faith has made you well. That miracle only took place because the man was willing to shout out and ask for the help of Jesus. And there's another passage in the Bible where it says, he could work no miracles there because of their lack of faith. He was in Nazareth, his hometown, and the people there, they were so cynical and suspicious that Jesus just walked away. Our lack of faith is like a roadblock. However much he wants to pass, he won't force his way through. Think of any classic heist movie. The opening scene is always the same. The ringleader gathers together a group of old acquaintances, usually in an abandoned warehouse, and he tells them how they are going to rob the bank. The plans to the bank are laid out on the table. There's a local street map, usually with toy cars, to tell them how the getaway is going to work. He explains to them the risks, the prize, the cut that they will take home. And then he looks at each of them individually and says, are you in? And there's a pregnant pause. Are you in? Are you ready to commit? Yes or no? Now, this is not about robbing banks, but there is a connection. Jesus says to his disciples, are you in? He says to the young fisherman, are you willing to leave your nets in the boat and follow me? He says to the man he's healed, are you willing to go home to your friends and family and tell them what the Lord has done for you? He says to all of us, are you willing to take a step and to show that you trust me? This is the meaning of faith.